I will be doing my social problem presentation on gender discrimination and pay by Nady Villegas. So here's my table of contents, kind of explaining of what is going to be on each slide. So I will start off on 3 and 4 on the stats on the problem and what is conflict theory. Slide 5 and 6, I will be explaining how conflict theory applies to my social problem, and then my conclusion and references on the last two slides. So starting off with the stats on my social problem. So after graduating college, women tend to make less than men overall. About 47% of women, then men, 39%, have a high student debt after college. So this is due to women like taking on more loans during their college experience, which defaults in them having to pay more of their paycheck. Men also outrun women in all degree fields among the population aged 25 and older. Non-married childless workers aged 22 to 30 with the same education, men earn more than women in every profession and in every level of the profession. And here I have some data that shows how women are treated differently by employers and what they have to say about it. And conflict theory. So, conflict theorists view that in society there are two elements competing against each other. These two elements are competing for resources. The more powerful ones take over the limited resources, leaving the ones in less power oppressed. It is a two-tier system that is struggling for control of the means of economic production. And here I have a Charlie Brown cartoon just mentioning no one is going to give you the education you need to overthrow them, which kind of ties in with my social problem, discrimination and pay, because women have to try very hard to get equal pay as men. And how conflict theory applies to discrimination and pay. Conflict theory divides those of the ruling class and those of the working class. Women are being seen as the oppressed ones because they don't make as much money as men do in the same profession. There are discrepancies where women are seen as the working class and men as the ruling class. This is true because there is evidence of men making more money than women even if they have the same degree. Men are also given more professional titles in the workplace when both sexes are hired for the same occupation. So, an example of this is if both sexes apply for a manager position and only the man is given that position and the woman is given a title that is lower than manager. This is seen as discrimination in the workplace and also in pay since the man is going to get paid more. To continue, research has also shown that women work long hours on housework, which will decrease the effort they put into their jobs compared to men. This will lead to reduce in productivity in their job and wages. Some employers also require on the job training, which some women avoid because they can't give it their full attention due to house needs. This is due to women feeling like they need to take responsibility for the housework and childcare. Being more focused on housework and child care affects the discrimination in pay because in conflict theory, there will always be the one who is the breadwinner in the family and the other person who is not. And to conclude my presentation, since women are seen as the proliterate and men are seen as the bourgeoisie, women are doing all the work while men get paid more. Evidence to this point is how men will always receive the more professional title and a job when both sexes work to get the same degree. And it doesn't make um, any sense because they both put in the same amount of work in college and got the same degree, but then women sometimes come out having to pay more in debt. An improvement that can be done is by splitting up the housework and childcare in the household so both sexes get equal amount of time dedicated to work. So this could show employers to take both sexes serious so that their time and wages are not wasted. And here are my references for this presentation. And thank you.